And we're back. We are going to talk to the Arbiter. Last video, we finished our 4 cards of the deck. We finished our contract with Abramar, right? And so now we have a deck for a card for air, water, earth, and fire. And we've done 2 readings on him specifically. And we are going to be talking with an Arbiter, which apparently deals with a bunch of stuff. So there's a lot. So we're going to talk to her and then hopefully do another reading on him. He's just so fucking cool. I wonder if this is a screen thing, just to have his little eyes open and stuff. How cool is that? You do pretty. Dear Fortuna, my name is Thea, and I write to you from the Arbiter's office. Your personal situation caught the attention of my superiors, who tasked me with reviewing your case. I would like to interview you regarding your exile and write a plea to your coven's leader to revisit your case if we judge the punishment to be excessive. Invite. Oh, now it's been 200 years. You're a little late. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Thanks for having me. My name is Thea, Arbiter Badge 210. Thanks for coming, Arbiter. I really appreciate the office paying attention to my case. I've been isolated for 200 years so far. That's precisely why I'm here. The Arbiter's office recently discovered your situation, and we are worried it may go awry for the community. Excessive punishments beget rancor, and 1,000-year exile? That's the perfect recipe to build up a lot of bad blood. And we all know what a witch can do with a surplus of bad blood. I just did it, actually, Thea. I just did it. But I'm here to help you. Let me know about your case, and we'll look for a way to make you feel better. Thank you. I already had a meeting with Adana, the leader of your witch clan, and Adana told me that you predicted the fall of your coven. She explained to me that she didn't punish you for that, though. She punished you because of how you handled it. Apparently, you plunged the coven into chaos, giving ill advice to any witch, telling them to prepare for the end times. And those actions almost destroyed the coven before its time. So she decided to exile you and deprive you of your deck so you can meditate on the range and meaning of your powers. Wait a minute, if I foresee the fall of something, and I tell you how it's going to happen, how can I cause it to happen earlier if it's already... This is where fate gets weird, right? And where, like, fortune telling is weird. Because if I tell you this is what's going to happen, right? Is it malleable? Is it like assuming everything falls, like, you know what I'm saying? Or does it just, is that, because if that's what's happened, then it can't fall before its time. It falls exactly when it's precisely meant to be falling. I don't know. It's interesting. Now, that's the official version. I'm interested in what you have to say. Do you think what you did was wrong? No, a premonition that grave should be disclosed to the community. I agree. You don't agree with your leader's judgment. That's not dangerous per se, but it's a bad ingredient to add to the pot of imprisonment. What would you have done then? If the end were nigh, you'd like to know, right? I shouldn't give my opinion. I'd have to act as a neutral party, Fortuna. Next question. Do you think your punishment is fair? No. This is way too excessive. Absolutely not. This is way too excessive. I understand. Hardly anyone would accept this kind of sentence. How are you coping with centuries of isolation? First it was hard, but now I think I can manage. This is horrible. Help me, please. Oh no. We need to fix your situation. Top priority. Thank you. I think we can at least alleviate your sentence somehow. I still don't understand why Adana deprived you of your tarot deck. I mean, if you're isolated, what does she care if you have your magic or not? That's something I'm supposed to reflect on while exiled. It's a pity, because I'd have loved to have my fortune read. Anyway, before I leave, as an arbiter, I'm obliged to ask, anything to confess? Actually, I am crafting a new deck for divination. Oh, wow! That's bold. But I don't think what you're doing is illegal. Adana took your tarot deck from you, but she doesn't have authority over new creations. Yet. I'm sure she won't be happy to hear it, though. You don't need to report to Adana, right? I trust in the office's neutrality. Of course, unless you break the magical pact or it becomes irrelevant during a trial, we won't disclose sensitive information for our investigation. In any case, what I'm crafting is no tarot deck. It's something new. Oh, really? Can I see it? Would you like a reading? As an arbiter, it's my duty to make sure that your new project doesn't break the magical pact. So, I would love a reading very much. Yes, please. It'll be my pleasure. I feel like this is... Why would I do this? Is there something you want to ask the deck? I want to know what's in the future regarding my career as an arbiter. Very well. I'm going to draw 2 cards for you. The first one to look for opportunities and good omens, and the second one to warn you about the possible challenges or adversities. Oh, it's scary. Would you prefer not to know? No, please go ahead. All right, here we go. Okay, we've got the caregiver. Be promoted to a higher rank. You and I will become allies. You're going to meet someone really special that's going to change your life. I feel like I'm going to do this one. We're going to meet someone that changed your life. Oh, no. No. We arbiters can't be in a relationship. It doesn't have to mean a romance, necessarily. It could well be a figure so inspiring that they make you a better arbiter. Or reconnecting with a long-lost friend. I can't afford to fall in love. Please help me. That I said, all of those options feel like falling in love. Aren't you the amorous one, though? Dating is the thing I miss the most from my life before becoming an arbiter. Oh, well. I'll be strong. Oh. Okay. Okay. We don't know where this one's going, because we can't put that there, so it's bad. I see war. You'll be sent into combat. Oh my, you are going to kill a witch. You will suffer a critical permanent injury or wound. Ooh, this one's a hard one. Oh, and it tells us what energy we get for it. So I guess we could optimize our energy, but like... I see war. I see war. You will be sent into combat. What? What do you mean, war? I can see a high-scale conflict that will require arbiters to go into battle. Oh my god, but that is huge! I have to warn everyone! No, wait! Don't do that. I've experience in ringing the catastrophe bells and it doesn't bring any good. But I can't just do nothing about it. Let the higher-ups know and no one else. And keep my name off the record, if you can. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I'll protect my source as much as I can, I promise. Thank you. My war. Okay, I'll protect you all. That is our duty. Thank you. Thank you. Well, what do you think of my new deck? I want to be adored. There we go. That was amazing! And a bit scary. But mostly amazing. Thank you. Your gift could be a very valuable asset for our office. It's a crime that you're in prison here. Well, I shouldn't position myself in such matters. At least not that strongly. In any case, it's an objective truth that your skills are wasted on this forsaken rock. Now, as an arbiter, I can't simply overrule a Dana sentence, but I am going to lift the ban on visitation. Wow, can you really do that? I just requested a permit from the main office. It'll become effective as soon as my arbiter's notebook gets updated with a moon stamp. Arbiter's forms are updated in the master grimoire as soon as my pen touches the paper. All of what I've written so far is already in the office archives. You girls sure are fitching, eh? There are witch covens all around the universe, and we can't afford to be traveling back and forth to the moon temple all the time. Makes sense. And it's official! You can now receive guests on your cute asteroid home. This makes me happier than I can express. You deserve this. I'm just happy to ease your pain. Thank you so much. I'm just doing my job. Do you want me to let your coven know? Just let Jasmine and Dahlia know for now. I'm not ready to go public yet. It's been 200 years. I understand. I'll send a falcon to each of them. Thanks again. I should say, sorry, thanks again. Well, I should be going now. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and thanks for the reading, even if it was so ominous. Take care. Let me know if there's any trouble. Bye. I have to remember her voice now whenever she pops in. I will not always be doing voices because there's a point where I'm just like, I don't think I have the repertoire for them. Chapter 2, Making of a Witch. And I had a 5-minute long orgasm. No way, you're shitting me. How do you know it was 5 minutes? Were you counting? I swear, I don't know what he did to me. I pushed him away when I started coming. He rolled up a cigarette and smoked it while watching me squirm. And when he put it away, I was still fighting the last spasms over the carpet. I'm so jealous. I want to have a super orgasm too. How did he do it? Well, he put this special toy in my butt. That played a major role, but I think it was the combination of many factors. Wow, this is exquisite. The incense, the cocktails he prepared, the music, the smell of the sea. The planets just aligned. What can I say? So cool. Hearing about your sex adventures is so fun. You should write a book. I'd rather keep it between us. I don't want everybody to discover I'm a sex goddess. Imagine dealing with all those slimy middle-aged guys at the office. True. You should calm down with the sex goddess stuff a little, or you'll end up finding trouble. More trouble, I mean. Oh, come on, it's only been a couple scares. What's life for if not to enjoy ourselves? You need to find someone half as good as me to understand all the good sex you've been missing out on, sis. Ooh. I've gotta say, I wouldn't mind experiencing for myself what a goddess can do. What are you saying? You have Alicia. Actually, oh no, we broke up. Oh, girl, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Eva. What happened? We've been dating since high school, and I guess we just drifted apart. But you looked so good together the last time we had dinner at your apartment. Yeah, we've always been good at putting up a front. But the truth is that last year we've been fighting too many times a week. What about? Stupidest details. I have my theory about what was pissing Alicia off anyway. I tried to confront her about it, but she wouldn't admit it because that would make her a bad person or something. It was because of all the activism, right? Wow, how did you know? Nah, I just said it because it pisses me off a bit too, to be honest. I think it means Patricia, but it's Patrice. I guess sometimes I can be a bit too passionate. It's not that. Being around someone that fundamentally good can be frustrating. I mean, you're vegan, you only consume local produce, you wear repurposed clothes, you volunteer at a soup kitchen. It's not much of a sacrifice, it's just about working on your habits, really. Come on! Okay, I get it. But I never asked Alicia to do all those things. Like I said, it's not your fault. But I couldn't be happy eating Burger King and wearing leather boots next to you. Come on. I'm sure the relationship was more complicated than that. Nah, she's dead right. She just couldn't stand this goody two-shoes. Look, the sea! Ah, it smells so good. We're here, girls. Let's offer our souls to the ocean and cleanse all the shit we've picked up from the city. Can't wait to see the meteor shower. I'm gonna wish for the three of us to leave everything behind and come live here. I love you. Oh, always so corny. We love you too. Fortuna, are you a virgin? What? Why would you ask that? You never talk about dating, and I've never known any boyfriends or girlfriends of yours. It's sex, but I've never had a relationship. Don't try to look cool. My sister had sex once in high school, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. I was just curious. I don't know. I like sex, I think, but I rarely find anyone that piques my interest. Well, don't worry. You'll find someone special eventually. If she doesn't find anyone, that's all right, too. I mean, you know, it's probably more of an asexual thing where you're like, like, take it or leave it. It's really not that big of a deal, to be honest. As someone who's asexual myself, I sometimes go, I don't understand why people are so obsessed with it. I don't get it. Been there, done that, and I'm like, it's not that great. Relationships are overrated. Maybe. Stay out of my business, you two. It's the next stop I'm pulling over. Like, yeah. I'm going to start preparing dinner. Do you feel like pizza? Yes. My body's so ready for pizza. Do it, sis. Coming right up. Oh my God, I'm making pizza, y'all. All right. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to want... Oh. But here... It's so interesting that I get to do this myself. Instead of like... I think this game is going to have a lot of this, and I'm kind of here for it, actually. We're just going to kind of keep them kind of consistent. I'm not going to spend 300 years putting this together. Unless I start to fixate, and then... Well, okay. Just kidding. We might actually have to do that. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I can't. This isn't going to quite work. Oh, I can't. Oh, no. Well, okay, this isn't... Okay, one second. We can make this work. Oh, okay. Let's do this. Let's move this around. We can maybe make like a sort of like... Okay, so since we have a 3 thing going on with these three... the Triforce. Oh no, I messed it up. There we go. I'm not even that much of a Zelda nerd, but you know what? Get it where you can. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even... Oh, that's too much. What if we do this? It doesn't quite work, but we're going to make it work. We're going to make this work. That's what we're going to do. So what if we do like this, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, like that. And then we can do like one in the middle here. And then we can do like... Maybe like this, maybe? Nah, just keep the top like this. And then we can maybe make... Oh, no. Oh, wait, I forgot about this. We can do like these up here, like one up there. It's almost like foreshadowing, but not really. Like right there. And then we'll add some pepperonis, perhaps. This mozzarella is too far over, but that's all right. We're not gonna fixate on it. I'm doing my best not to fixate. I'm not gonna fixate. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna move it here like that. And then we can do this. We can make this work. Like so. Oh my god, sometimes. Okay. And then we can do like right there. And then we can take this and we can right there. Think about that, huh? What do you think about that? Yeah. Okay, so we can put maybe some black olives. Oh no. Oh no, I've lost it. I've lost the black... Oh god, they're gone. They're in the sauce now. No, whatever. Oh my god. There's no room over here. I've done myself a service. I'm not even worrying about where I'm putting these. I'm just putting them up. These aren't the important ingredients. These are the excess ingredients, you know? The really important ones, pepperoni. You know? That's what matters. In the end. In the end. Okay, I'm done. I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to do it. And then we'll just do this. Yeah. That's my pizza. Take it or leave it. Oh, like, there's a lot of cheese in this. Something magic about this dough. Having a sister that owns a food truck sure is a perk. Yeah, thanks for the pizza and for the ride, Fortuna. Although, I'll just have one slice. The pepperoni. Yeah, too much for me. Why don't you just pick it off? It already sweated all over the pizza. I wouldn't mind making an exception, especially with cheese, but pepperoni's a step too far. I'm so sorry, Eva. I'll go and make another right now. No, don't worry. I brought some fruit in case you made something I should skip. I wouldn't want to impose. No, really, it's no problem. That's all right, seriously. I'm just happy to be here. I'm so excited, I'm not even hungry. Okay, I'm sorry. On the other hand, I'm starving, and I love pepperoni. So, you made my day, Fortuna. Was there a limit? I didn't know. Great, cosmic balance is restored. I could have done without the arugula, though. Yuck. Well, it's only on, like, the last third, okay? By the way, how long until the meteor shower? It could start any minute now. We'll definitely be watching stars fall in less than an hour. What are you girls going to be asking for? We're not supposed to tell, are we? That's up to you. But I believe the stars don't care about what you say out loud. What are you going to wish for? Many things. I have a list. But I guess that my most important wish is I want to become a better person. What do you mean? You're already a good person. Don't bother sweet-talking me. I can tell. I see it reflected in you and in people at the office and every guy after they ejaculate. I'm obnoxious. You could work on your empathy a bit, yeah. Fortuna. It's okay. We promised we'd never bullshit each other, right, little asshole? I love you. I love you too. Ugh, I'll never get you too. I guess we're a pair of mean sisters, and that's all there is to it. What do you plan to wish for, Eva? I want to save the world. Oh, come on. You can't really be that selfless. No, really. It makes me really anxious. Even with everything I do. Like, no matter if I recycle, consume critically, go to rallies, or donate part of my income to fight poverty, the world always moves in the wrong direction. Man, oof. That is real talk. Yeah, it's easy to be like, why even bother? You know, it's very easy to just be like, sometimes you just sit there and you go, what's the point? What's the point anymore? You know? We can't fight whoever's in the driver's seat. I want the stars to help me not give up against impending doom. I'm sorry. Eva, would you like me to help you figure this stuff out with my cards? Oh, yes, please. I've been thinking about your tarot deck all day, but I was too shy to ask. You know I enjoy reading your fortune. Oh, please go ahead. Oh, we're doing next to the pizza. Okay. All right. What do you want to know? I want to know about the world's fate. Oh, no. That's very brave. Are you sure you want to ask the tarot about that? Yes. Sorry. Even if what we find is something terrible? Yes. Okay. We'll look into the fate of the world. Eventually it's going to die, so I don't know why we're doing this. Also, I'd like to know what I can do to make it a better place. Understood. Focus on those questions in your mind while I shuffle the cards. These are our old cards, so. We have the Emperor. The Emperor sits atop a stark, barren mountain, a sign of unyielding power. The ultimate male ego, confidence and power. Climate change will make human life unsustainable, and we will take refuge in massive domed cities. You'll get to witness the beginning of an era of space travel. In time, humanity will expand beyond the solar system. A non-human entity will rule over us and make us all happy. I think we're going to say you'll get to witness the beginning of an era of space travel. She seems like the kind of person who needs hope, and I think that works. Wow, really? That's amazing, but how can you tell? You won't get to set foot on other planets, but your grandson will prosper on Mars. You're just messing with me, right? On the other hand, the Earth will slowly die, overexploited in service of the conquest of space. Many animal species will perish. In time, Earth will be reduced to a planetary slum. Stop, just stop. You're messing with me, right? I swear to you, this is what the cards are telling me. You're usually more vague, like there will be an opportunity to develop yourself, or you will soon face a challenge. Now you're like channeling visions from another dimension or something. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Maybe it's the energy of the meteor shower. Some planets we don't know about just aligned over my deck. But I see it as clear as I can see your face. This is the fate of the world. How can you say these things with a straight face? I can't decide whether to cry or to laugh. Do you still want to know what you can do about all this? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's hear the whole joke. What are we pulling, girl? The devil. The beast is the keeper of everything that is forbidden. Their servants ooze with lust and invite you to fall into temptation, enlightenment beyond corruption. I mean, we only have one option, so here we go. Most effective course of action would be to resort to legal and aggressive methods. You'll set up a guerrilla propaganda group that becomes famous worldwide. Nothing you do will matter. Better give up and have fun. I'm going to say you'll set up a guerrilla propaganda group that becomes famous worldwide. I hope I hope the things we do really do matter in this. Wow, what's that? I sense that in the future there will be many more channels for communication beyond newspapers, radio, and TV, free from the control of media outlets, and you'll be at the head of a notorious group whose message spreads throughout many countries. Doesn't sound bad. I always wanted to be able to encourage as many people as possible. And hanging out flyers at the university hasn't been super effective up to this point. Well, congrats, you're going to get your megaphone. Great, I'll use it to let everyone know how screwed we are. I didn't expect the cards to be this wild and specific. I'm so sorry. No, that's all right. It's been scary, but also fun. Is this where we learn that we're a witch and we develop our powers? If your prediction ever becomes real, my grandchildren will think I've lost it when I keep telling them how my friend predicted all this through tarot. You're aware that you're just totally screwed with Eva's head, right? I didn't mean to. Come on, it hasn't been that bad. A future that distant just feels like fiction prophecy or not. What about you? Now that you know the fate of the world, what are your plans? I feel sorry for the Earth, but I believe it would be beautiful for humanity to reach other planets. I love space. I would love to leave this planet. Maybe you'll get to visit Mars. I don't think so. Fortuna foretold I'll have bone cancer in my 50s. So I doubt I'll ever get to reach the stars. It's horrible. Why did you tell your sister that, Fortuna? We were kids, and I dared her to read as far as she could in my future. I've never read to anyone's end ever again. Or never read to anyone's again. Oof. I felt a terrifying presence lurking beyond my vision, like if I could keep on reading beyond death, then... now I'm scared. I'll never forget that feeling. That moment, my fortune-telling skills were enhanced in some way. I've never been wrong since then. It's true. I can vouch for that. Don't tell me that. I don't want the world to go bananas. I mean, it's gonna go whether you want or not. Maybe we can fight magic with magic. Look, the meteor shower's begun. Let's ask the shooting stars to fix the scary future. Let's not ask the scary stars to fix the future, thank you. Since there's just the three of us on this beach, why don't we tell the stars what we want out loud? I already told you what I'm gonna wish for, so I'm okay. Okay. I'll go first. Please, stars. Save the world from the fate Fortuna foretold. Give us a chance to make it right. You made my sister sound like a villain. Don't say that. Stars, please make my sister happy. Help her find whatever she's always been looking for. Hey, weren't you going to wish to become a better person? Nah, that wouldn't suit me. I'd rather use my wish to take care of my little sister. That means you're a good person already. Shut up. Don't ruin my cool moment. Come on, Fortuna, ask them. Speak from your heart. It doesn't matter. Please tell us. Where's your mind? What's the thing you want that's so wild? Only the stars could give it to you. I want you to be happy. I know there is something else. I smell it in the sea breeze. I keep seeing it in the dance of every flame. And when I look at my cards, I can tell that magic is real. Yet everyone's always reminding me of how childish I am. I don't want to be a woman. I want to be a... You want to be a witch? Is that how we got here? You asked the stars to be a witch, and they went, all right, and now we're here? Wow. It's rough. Hey, bro. That wasn't so bad, right? That arbiter, Thea, seems nice. Might be Thea. Yeah, I feel like she genuinely wants to help. It's not a vibe you often get from magical authorities. So bold of you to go and confess you're crafting a new divination deck. Didn't feel intimidated. I felt powerful since I met you. I mean, it's not going to be a secret for long. Better to count on the sympathy of the arbiters early. Oh, good point. Happy to know I'm in safe hands. Should we do that reading we have pending now? I can wait. You have mail waiting to be read anyway. What's the matter? Are you scared? Scared? Who? Me? Yes, I am. What? Why? I've had other beings read me the cards, the stones, the bones, the pendulum, you name it. But what you do doesn't feel like fortune-telling. It feels like you're tearing the cosmic wheel apart. Oh, look, his face changed a little bit, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Your readings are too deep, too sharp. But that level of insight is something desirable in a seer, isn't it? Maybe it didn't. I don't know. Absolutely. You're the best I've ever seen in my long existence. But exposing oneself to your arts feels so... taxing. Yeah, his eyes did change a little bit, I think. I'm happy, though. It's been ages since someone stirred fear unrest in me. Thank you. Happy to bother you, I guess. But don't think you'll be able to postpone this reading indefinitely. Sure, sure. Don't let me keep you now. It seems like you have friends eager to meet you again. Can I make more? I think when you have energy, you can make more. Let's go see if we can make more. Because it doesn't tell you like if you need the energy to do it, or I don't know. We can do it. Let's do another. Is this air? Let's do another air. Which I think let's do, or Demonic Desert Lands, home of Dahlia, the Daggersmith Witch. The white sands of this dominion are cursed. Earth sediments wake up and transform into bone demons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their bodies and innards to craft ceremonial. Yeah, I want this one. Yeah, because I think this is what we can use. So we have like one more. So the Seed of Knowledge. We can do, that's Astral Behemoth that hides behind the moon of planets, which harbor underdeveloped cultures like the solar Earth system. It put myths from other dimensions inside the mortal minds to guide and protect them. I don't think I want to go with that one. Ooh, I like this one. Sidereal Lovers, a goddess in love with a sidereal. I'm thinking of the word ethereal, which would be like sidereal then. Snake, an ever-burning passion that shatters the power. I want this one, but we do have 3 of that. We've got enough of this. Yeah, so we can. Oh, okay. So that, yeah. Okay, I like this. This is good. Okay, so we need an air to go with this, or water. We can't use fire at all. That sucks. We need blue. We need blue. We need blue. That I like. A blue that I like. I'm just not into the water. Oh, ooh, with this one. Veritas Mirror, a mirror that only shows the reflection of its owner. You can't lie while looking at it, so witches use it to find out if they're fooling themselves, which happens quite often. Let's do that one. Okay, so, because I kind of liked this setup here, right? Because then what we can do... Oh, because is it the mirror that we need to make big? Maybe we need to, like, instead of making it the center, we can just do like this. Like that, maybe? Maybe? It's such a weird position. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe I'm trying to like make this work and it doesn't quite. Oh, you know what? Maybe this one doesn't work. Okay, let's go back. Let's try it again. Okay, now that we have a better understanding of what we're looking at. I liked that one, but that wasn't gonna work. Maybe we should get a water one. Ooh, that's cool looking. Like a flat water one, because that's where we have a lot of our energy. I don't want to read every single one of them. I'll just read like ones that catch my eye as we're doing stuff. Okay, so let's do this. The Shipwreck's Library, the home of water deity that collects every letter that was never sent or never got to its destination. Witches can purchase this lost knowledge in exchange for unedited poems or beautiful shells. Oh, they're lovely. Let's take that one. And then... Oh, that's a behemoth. There's some interesting cards here, for sure. Oh, it changed. Because there were others, I think, that we could choose from, and... Okay, well, I'm trying to think of something that will fit well with this. I guess we can do the Harvest Oracle. We have enough. A behemoth that keeps 3 of every known seed in this universe. Witches can ask for any of these seeds under oath to restock them after they collect the fruit. Should they fail to deliver, the eyes of that witch will turn into said seeds and the oracle will come to harvest. Ugh! Okay, let's go with that one. I like that. And then I have to keep in mind what we're putting in here. Ooh, look, I have this one. We could do this one. A magic trinket created by boiling seashells in beluga oil and marrow bone. Whatever you whisper into a garucha, I don't know, okay? Someone tell me how to pronounce that. Will transform into gossip that spreads like wildfire among mortals and witches alike. Let's do it. Okay. So I do like this deity though. I think it's, or whatever, it's kind of cool looking. Okay. And then you, like, I was trying to find something that would fit with this, but I guess not. Ugh, I don't like you. You're a problem. Let's put this coming out of this. And we'll do this one too. In fact, we'll just do this all over. You know? Because that is how I live my life. Oh, this one doesn't quite. There you go. And then... Can I copy this? I can. There we go. I like that better. Okay. And then we can have the basket here, I guess. What if we have him dropping like a shell in? There we go. And then we can have like, what is this? Like moss or something? I don't know. Can like decorate moss on it or something. Maybe she's got moss on. It's too like square, you know. But we can put like this kind of stuff. Maybe we can put one of these in like her hands. I don't know. We'll go with it. It's probably not ideal, but we're gonna go with it. I can probably agonize over the design of cards. Extinct Daphne. Growing magic plants produces thoughts, not only fruits. A magical harvest is meant to be shared. Harvest build communities. The seashells pour the discovery into friends and foes alike. So introspection, guide, discovery, communication. Okay, cool. All right. So we're going to be making lots of cards. I'm just going to throw that out there. And there's anything else to click on? Nope, just the window. Let's go make friends. Or meet people, rather. I don't know who this person's supposed to be. They look kind of weird. Oh, they're like a little sneak dude or whatever. Ah, Fortuna! This is great news! I'm dying to see you, girl. Say the word and you'll have me coming through your window ASAP. Yeah, come in. Oh, I love her. Oh my god, she's gorgeous. Fortuna! It's me, Dahlia. Fortuna! It's really you. I can't believe it. I'm so happy to see you. Oh my goodness, lady, you're fabulous. What's up? Tell me what you've done these past 200 years. Come on. 2 fucking centuries. Can you believe it? That fucking Adana, I swear to you, she's gonna pay. Oh, she's gonna pay. Slow down, please. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe I'm finally speaking to you again. So bring me up to speed. There's nothing much to tell, actually. It's been boring as hell here. I almost lost it, or maybe I did lose it. I don't really know anymore. I wouldn't be able to stay locked up and isolated for as long, I'm telling you. I would have gone after Adana to kill or be killed. I wish I had your strength. What are you saying? You're stronger than me. She has a knife. She has blades in her hair. Like, oh, love it. 200 years by yourself and you're still standing? I don't know anyone stronger than you. I don't have blades in my hair. Okay, I'm just gonna point that out. That's another kind of strength too, I guess. But I envy you. Ready to go out with a bang, not with a whimper like me. But you didn't go yet, girl. I'm sure you've got plenty of pent-up energy ready to go back at the universe whenever you regain your freedom. Actually, I've been crafting my own divination deck. What? What do you mean crafting? You're making the cards and all? Yeah, that's exactly it. I summon images from dominions of the cosmos for the backgrounds. And then I summon images of cosmic arcana and energy symbols, and I compose the design of the card with them. and the meaning of the cards vary depending on which elements and energies I combine. That sounds crazy cool. Show me your favorite card. Well, the deck is still too green. I need to make a lot of cards. It doesn't matter. Show me your favorite so far. For my favorite? Oh, I think it's going to be this one. Whoa, Primordial Caregiver? What a name for a card. I love the art. This is already cooler than your old tarot deck. What does this card mean? These cards are harder to summarize than the tarot ones. For example, this one could mean mercy, wellness, communication, peace, power. Whoa, how do you know which meaning to pick when you draw one? Context and instinct. And you never doubt yourself? How can you tell you're not making it all up? It's natural to second guess yourself when you're a student of the divinatory arts. But I left that phase behind long ago, back when I was a mortal girl. A prediction of mine has never failed to happen, not a single time. I even foretold that humans would leave Earth and start conquering their solar system. And I did this almost a century before it happened. Shit, that's exciting, or that's amazing. Read the cards for me, please. Sure, but don't you want to catch up first? This is catching up. Show me what you got. Okay, let's go. What do you want to ask the deck? I want to know how you've been for these 2 centuries. If you hear me talking to my cat, just right here. Hey, baby. You coming up, bud? He says no. I'm on the hunt for something. All right. I can tell you that myself. I don't think you can. We witches lie to ourselves by nature. I bet I'm not the only one that will learn things about Fortuna with this reading. I accept with one condition. We look into your past, too. I'm in. We've got ourselves into a divination face-off. Not unlike a certain face-off with Nicolas Cage and... Oh god, what's his name? John Travolta. Alright, let's go. I don't know how you manage to draw me into these situations every time. The cosmos brought me here to make you all feel alive. What can I say? Let's do this. Oh, okay. Garden, ego, happiness, indifference, and stagnation. I'm going to do that Fortuna's past. When I couldn't deal with the anxiety, I hurt and disfigured myself beyond recognition, then patched myself back with a regeneration spell. I spend so much time alone that I hate myself, and I hate my voice, I hate my thoughts, and I don't know how to exist anymore. I try to kill myself so many times that I can't even dare to look at myself in the mirror now. You know what? She's gonna be real honest. We're gonna go with unaliving herself. This is so strange. I can't see a thing. I've never tried to read into my own past. Maybe I'm not supposed to. What a bummer. Sorry, I've got nothing. You can call it the reading about your past if you want. Nah, deal's a deal. Do your worst. Okay. What we need is earth and air. Ooh. But we're just... Okay, so you forged a Jinn dagger to kill Adana, but you got cold feet in the end. Ooh! Girl, you have fire! You received a permanent wound that's going to kill you in about 90 years. Let's do that one. You received a permanent wound that's going to kill you in about 90 years. So that's it, huh? Dahlia, I just foretold your demise. How can you be so calm? We warriors are always ready for this day. Right after the Jade Serpent bit me back in the desert hunt, I knew that was it. You're not telling me anything new. Well, you are, actually. You're letting me know that I won't be killed for the next 90 years. So I can know myself immortal in battle for this century. My last deeds are going to become mythological. Just you wait. But I'm going to miss you. When I die, capture my arcane and energy in your card. That way I will always live through you. I'll help you sow new stories. We say. Dahlia, it will be my honor. Though I'll remember that I will have 60 years after the last bit of our contract comes to pass. So there is a good chance that we will die before Dahlia does. It's tough to love a warrior. I'm sorry. You have to be true to your essence. Let's make the most of the century. Would you like to ask anything else? Maybe. Now that's enough fortune telling for today, I think. I gotta hand it to you. This new deck is something else. Congratulations. Yeah, I did it with the help of a little somebody. Thank you. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. Can't wait to witness what you do once you reach your full potential. Oh god. It's gonna be scary for sure. By the way, I have a favor to ask you that I don't know if it's gonna be too much. Hey, I do anything for you. What do you need, Dahlia? Though, I want you to be honest, or be real though. I'm kind of in isolation here though, you know. The thing is that the favor isn't for me, and that's why I'm hesitating to ask. A good friend of mine is in a bit of trouble, and having just seen how amazing your new deck is, I wonder if you could help her. What happened? Her name is Graith, and she's a witch architect. She mostly works asteroids and wandering moons into temples. She's a pretty young witch, joined the coven about 130 years ago, so you wouldn't know her. But she's the purest. I'm sure you'll love her. Sure, I'd love to meet her, but stop beating around the bush. What happened? You must promise you won't tell anyone. I promise. She tried to summon a behemoth. What? A behemoth? Who was that? Wow, that's like super illegal, isn't it? I can relate. Tell me more. Wow, that's super illegal, isn't it? Indeed. That's why we need to keep all this from Adana's ears. If the Coven learns about it, they'll tear Graith to pieces. Last time I checked, the punishment was cosmic erasure. What's your stance on this? That I want to protect my friends, of course. Happy to hear that. What kind of behemoth did Graith try to summon? Well, protect me from its influence. She didn't give me any details. Graith tried to summon a builder behemoth to help her craft a special altar out of a titan skull or something like that. But since she's an architect, their essences were so similar, the behemoth got entangled with her own being and they fused. Whoa! I don't know what that happens, but that sounds crazy. She hasn't even let me see her since the summoning went awry. Oh, this sounds grave. She's desperate. That's why I'm coming to you. Your deck may be the only hope for her at this point. She can't stay hidden from the Coven forever, and when they find out, I don't even want to think about it. I'll help her. I'll do everything in my power, I promise. Thank you, Fortuna. I feel like the war that's going to happen is going to be against some of this, right? Like, because it sounds like the witches summon behemoths for, like, really impressive things or things that obviously they can't do with their own power. And if our behemoth can be believed, right? And we can never really truly know if we can believe them or not. Then what if the behemoths aren't bad? They're not good, but they're not evil, right? Because not everything, because society and culture stuff like to make things good and evil, but there's what's called amoral, right? And that, or neutral, right? In the sense of like not being confined by these values, and or something that you can't really define by those values, right? Because part of good and evil, part of it is intention. And so it's like, if they're outside of the universe, right? If they exist before the universe and then the universe wraps around them and then forces them into some sort of limitation or form or constriction or whatever, then they would exist outside of good and evil, meaning that you could do evil with them, but you could also do good. And so it becomes an issue of, I guess then that is the concern of the witches being too powerful. I don't know. I'm very intrigued by these behemoths more than anything. Thank you, Fortuna. I must go now. I'll tell Graith to write to you, and thank you for the reading. I'm excited to see what she looks like. You're the best, and I love you, and I'm so happy to have you back. Me too, Dahlia. See you soon. I want to see what she looks like. Where's my behemoth? Huh? You got words, buddy? Let's go. Is he not here? Dear Fortuna, is it true what the Arbiter's Falcon said? Can you receive visitors now? Oh my gosh, centuries. How have you been? I'd love to see you. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, we just have several multiples. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her. Oh my god. I'm so happy to see you, Fortuna. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I missed you so much. I love you. I love you too. Oh my gosh, she's adorable. I thought you still had a sentence of 8 centuries ahead of you. How in the cosmos did you manage to soften Adana? I didn't. It was an arbiter who took pity on me. Or, well, more than pitied me. I think she was awestruck or something. Either way, she lifted the ban on visitation since she determined Adana's punishment was too severe. And that arbiter was dang right. I mean, I wouldn't dare to go against Adana's judgment, but keeping you from receiving guests is a punishment for all the coven, not just you. You're just too precious. I missed you so much. I missed you too. So tell me, what did I miss in these 2 centuries? Oh, shut up. You tell me about you. I'm not ready to go into that. It's nothing pretty. Isolation can take you down some dark paths. I'd rather hear about the path outside, or hear about the outside world. It would mend my spirit a bit. Okay. What would you like to know about? How's the coven? Powerful, I'd say. We're growing beyond the scale of any other covens, both in knowledge and in power. Although it's becoming more and more demanding to keep with Adana's direction. She set up a system where we all have like quarterly performance checks, and that made us all grow exponentially. Many other covens are trying to imitate our system to stay competitive, but some witches are having problems staying in the game. And if you accumulate too many low performance reviews, you get expelled from the coven. What is this, a fucking job? I'm doing fine though, don't worry about me. Fuck Adana. Tuna, you can't keep saying these things if you plan on joining our coven. Joining any other coven for what it's worth. You should respect your elders. No, it's hard not to hate her. I'm not gonna respect her. This absurd punishment will scar me for the rest of my existence. Sorry, Fortuna. I'm being too insensitive. I can't even begin to imagine how you're feeling right now. Do you want to talk about it? No. I'm gonna need some time. I'd rather focus on getting back in touch with reality. Whatever you need, Fortuna. Anyway, are you working anything interesting? I am indeed. I am perfecting the art of enchanted chinoyu, also known as magical tea craft. You've always loved your plants. You don't say. How did you end up focusing on making tea? I spent centuries becoming intimate with all kinds of flora. Jasmine, girl. I'm gonna need you to keep that to yourself. That sounds personal. And even if my books on the matter helped many witches around the universe, I wanted to start contributing to the community with something more practical. I've developed numerous dried mixtures, all harvested from my own personal garden. The flowers I grow are nurtured by a delicate balance of light, music, poems, and tons of manure. Basically, now I deal in magical herbs. You can brew creativity enhancers, mind openers, astral projectors, summoning channelers. I'm quite popular inside and outside the coven now. You feel more confident than the Jasmine I used to know, yeah. Happy for you. I'll bring you some tea next time we meet. Thank you. Anyway. Interesting gossip. Whoa, I thought you didn't enjoy gossip. Look, listen, you make tea. Now give me the tea, okay? Give me the tea. I didn't, but I do, you know. I know you do, and I've been incredibly bored. So I'm considering getting into the little diddle-daddle club. It's a wonderful. Any genre you may be interested in. Let's talk about beef. Any major beef that I missed out on? Too much, I'd say. Also, Adana's new system is making us more competitive, some of us in an unhealthy way. The leader's the one who judges whether or not your performance is satisfactory, so some witches succumb to the temptation of sabotaging others' efforts to make their own progress seem better in the eyes of Adana. Come on, Adana's smart enough to see through those schemes. I don't know, there's a lot of witches to keep an eye on. Don't let her fool you. I'm sure this all plays into Adana's plans to make you all tougher or whatever shitty power dynamic she's high on right now. That can't. Do you support her system? Well, publicly, of course. Don't let this out of this room. I have my reservations, yes. I believe the system could be tweaked to keep personal happiness in mind a bit more. I don't know what Adana's endgame is, but this is turning out to be too much. Let's take that bitch down! Fortuna! Enough with the dangerous talk. You wouldn't want to lose your visitation permits, right? Okay. But someone should do something about all this. We'll work something out. Adana isn't evil, she's just severe. I don't know. Adana sounds like she sees some fucking therapy. All right, so listen, I'm crafting a new divination deck. Oh, wow. Is it safe? It is unlike anything we've ever seen before. It's not tarot per se. Every card has been handcrafted by me. And from what I can tell so far, it can pierce deeper and more clearly than any kind of oracle cards. Exciting! Don't let Donna know, though. Of course, I understand. I know you don't like breaking the rules, but I don't believe I'm breaking them. She banned my tarot deck, but this is something totally new. And maybe this is what she meant to happen. I don't know, Fortuna. But you're exiled in any case, so what harm could you do from here so far away? I won't tell Adana. Thanks. So, do you want me to read your fortune? Yes! It's been so long since the last time you read for me. What was the last thing I asked you? How to make an arbiter fall in love with you. Shut up! Oh my god, you're right. I totally forgot about that girl. What a memory you have. I wonder what she's doing right now. Is it Thea? Oh my god, I bet you it's fucking Thea. I bet you it's Thea. Okay, we can look into it with my cards if you want. Nah, that's in the past now. I have more pressing concerns. What's it gonna be then? My magical garden isn't doing so well lately. It feels ill, and I can't figure out what the problem is. So, my question is, what's wrong with my garden? I see. Anything else? Since we're on the topic, I want to know the fate of my flowers. Will they survive this illness? Will they become famous across the cosmos? What's in store for my project? Understood. Garden's fate. Focus on the smell of your garden while I shuffle my cards. I'm sure that's easy for her to do. She sounds like she's really into it. Ooh, the caregiver. The fate. Your garden will grow beyond your wildest expectations. You will accept disciples and take care of an immense flower dominion. Your garden will become sentient and will roam the cosmos, blessing dead dominions. It will bring back... Oh, I bet she'll love this one. So your garden will become sentient and will roam the cosmos, blessing dead dominions. It'll bring life back to barren celestial bodies. Oh my god. I'm going to be a mother. I mean, yeah. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that reaction. Congratulations. This is fantastic news. I'd better take good care of my dear yard. I want it to become the most beautiful entity. And of course, you're going to be the godmother, right? If you don't mind having an exile as a godmother. Shut up, silly. I'll help you with anything I can, of course. Thank you. All right. I know we probably should choose by energy, but it just fits so well. All right, so standing ovation. Obviously, we have to choose something. Your garden craves your tears. You've been feeding it nothing but nice emotions. Now it's matured and it needs truth to keep growing. Your pride is poisoning the soil. Success has made you arrogant and your garden is suffering for it. There's something wrong with your garden. You're just tired. You need to rest. Oh god, I'm torn. We have plenty of water. I think we should go with the pride. Your pride is poisoning the soil. Success has made you arrogant, and your garden is suffering for it. Fortuna, how can you say those things to me? I'm not the one who... I know, it's a message from the stars. I'll never get used to you splurting the heavy stuff out of the blue. Sorry. I guess you're right, as you always are. Time for me to do some soul searching, huh? Flowers are really sensitive to witch's ego, so this makes all the sense in the cosmos. Thank you. This will put me on the right path for sure. Do you want to keep digging? That's all right. Enough emotions for today. I don't know how I've been getting by without your guidance for 2 centuries now. It's because you're a badass witch. And my deck is only good for knowing in advance how amazing you're going to be. But that's all on you, with or without divination. Oh, Fortuna, you're too good. I missed you so much. I missed you too. I need to go back to my garden now. But I promise you I'm going to make up for all the time we've lost. See you soon! Thanks for coming. What a heartwarming reunion. I didn't take you for the intense friendship kind of character. It's all because of them. They're just too good and don't mind bearing with a weirdo like me. Don't sell yourself short. I'd say you're still the most interesting of the lot. I'm sure they experience the same kind of attraction I feel towards you. I mean, well, okay, Epramar. I mean, we just started knowing each other. You gotta hold on to that for a little bit, all right? Come on, stop buttering me up. I'm not that charismatic. I wouldn't say it's charisma. It's something more like how mortals can't avoid staring at a flame. You woke up poetic today, huh? Say, who do you like best, Jasmine or Dahlia? What kind of childish question is that? Indulge me. I'm not asking this just to annoy you. As your mentor, I consider this an important introspection exercise. It'll make your divination better. Don't pretend to be all wise now. I know for a fact that you're just enjoying spilling the tea. He wants some tea too. Look, listen, the tea maker came by, she gave us some tea, and now we're extending that tea. I'll give you a cop-out option even. Come on, just play along. Who do you like best? Jasmine, Dahlia, or me? Okay, wait a minute. No. Okay, wait a minute. Now you've made it harder. Because I have to think about if this is... I don't know if this is going to impact my... the end result. But listen, man. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. You're probably sitting there thinking... Jasmine or Dahlia. I would have picked Dahlia. Abramar. Listen, I am a monster fucker through and through. Abramar. Let's go. Oh, is that true? And why do you like me best? Your adorable need for validation with partners in crime. You're the only one I can confide in for your sensual body. Let's go. Your sensual body. What? You asked who I like best. Between Jasmine, Dahlia, and you, you're the one I find most attractive. And I wasn't asking it in that sense. But, thank you. I like you too. Something with you are caught me off guard, that's all. I mean, look at how many arms he's got, okay? You're not, come on. There are opportunities. You've got some bizarre tastes, let me tell you that. Okay, don't you be shaming me. We don't shame monster fuckers around here. Hey, don't judge. Well, thanks for indulging me. I swear to you, this isn't gratuitous. I have my ways of mentoring, even if you find them ludicrous. I mean, that's fine. As long as you help me through my exile, you can be as silly as you want. At your service. What's your plan now? I think I'll make some cards while I wait for a familiar from that architect, Grief. Good, let's build that deck. So, I wonder if Cosmic Eraser just means that, like, you don't have a soul or whatever. Or does it mean that all of what you did or whatever no longer has an impact? Like, I'm kind of curious what that means, what Cosmic Eraser is, or the Cosmic Wheel. But then again, we don't really know much about what the Cosmic Wheel is. So, because it's just like, you don't get to come back and do anything. I go, fucking, I'm gonna shit. All right, let's make a deck. Or make a card. So, we made a water one last time, mostly. I mean, it wasn't obviously full water, but... we do have a lot of water here, which is an issue. We can probably make some fire if we can get one. Well, it's so hard because we've only got 4 of, what is that? Air? Sorry, I would have chosen white for air. And so I'm like, is that air? I think it's air. Here's the fire one we were going to look at. There's the charred battlefield. War is meaningless. The Vicanus Majoris, one of the largest known stars that forbidden behemoth, was once imprisoned at the core of this red. Let's go with this one. Maybe we can always back out. I do like the Seed of Knowledge. Actually, I like this. That kind of works, right? It will use most of our air, the last of our earth, and it will use some of our water. But we can put some of this, because I think this is what we do in the middle of the deck, right? And then we've got to use water. I hate doing it, but we've got to use water somewhere. We could do the Minister of... well, we're doing a knowledge one. So Minister of Secrets. Whatever secret you confess, the Minister of Secrets will keep anyone from spreading it. The spell will break if the eel dies. We can do that one. Let's go. All right. This is our Arcana, I believe. So let's just go ahead and put him there. It looks like listen, There's definitely a look to it that I am trying to not see. Woo! It just spins. You spin me right. Okay, I'm done. And it's so hard. There we go. Let's go ahead and copy that. We're going to put these, I think, in the corners. Copy it. Oop, I didn't mean to grab that one, but I guess it doesn't matter in the end. Because we're just going to do the same thing. We can use the jar, and then we can put the eel in it, right? Because if the eel... Can I please grab this eel, please? And then we need to put the eel in it, right? Can we give it some arms? Let's copy that and then flip it. Ooh. Near, and we'll copy it and flip it. It's actually kind of cool because it's almost like it's on the thingamajiggy, which means we can move this so it frames it. Like, ooh, that's kind of cool actually. And then we could probably... Please? Thank you. And then we'll like whoop and whoop. It's like it's got little ears made of eels. There you go. Yeah, we'll go with that. The original one. The energy of the star is fierce. When enraged, the behemoth sabotages understanding. The caress of the seed nurtures mercy and introspection. The minister of secrets veils the inner truths of the heart. So deception, the unknown, introspection, sabotage, adversity, mercy, and wellness. Still no familiars in your window. What shall we do, meanwhile? I don't know. Just wait. That's okay. Bummer. I'm eager for some action. What do you do to kill time? You must be an expert at it. Usually, I just drop myself on the bed and feel sorry for myself. But when my mood allows for it, I study or enjoy some interactive fiction. I've accumulated quite a backlog, and going through it had a lot of weight in keeping me sane during exile. Oh, fiction. I'm not a fan of fiction. The universe is already a great purveyor of stories. But you go ahead and do some reading. I'll look at the stars or something. Yeah, I might. We could do your reading. Oh, we go here. What to do? Let's study. All right, what do we have here? Excerpt on the 4 elements by which Uanian, or the initiate, the fact that magic is reduced to 4 elements may strike them as oversimplification, but the building blocks of our universe are simple. No matter what taxonomy you develop to understand reality, it always fits within the 4 elements. Even if you reject anything astral and focus on the material things, reality can be divided into 4 elements: gas or air, liquid, fire, solid, earth, and energy, fire. In a more philosophical sense, you can dissect anything by analyzing its where, earth, when, air, why, water, and how, fire. You can even pick apart the most mundane things by these rules. For instance, a stone. Its air will reveal to you how it affects its environment, what the social preconceptions are about it, or how much time it's been standing there. Its water will allow you to access its potential to become poetry. The reason this stone and no other ended up in that particular place, or what its initial form was before erosion, shaped it in that way. Its earth demonstrates what that stone is made of. Good it would be as part of a wall, or even what kinds of carvings you could work onto it. Its fire tells us potential to cause harm, how easy it would be to break it apart, or how coveted that stone could be. As you see, the 4 elements open the gates of thought to infinite modes of analysis. What to do? Let's sleep. I'll just rest for a bit. You dream about You dream you live inside a giant bear that you can control your thoughts. When you are hungry, you ravage small towns and collect some of the meat and veggies you pour through the bear's throat. You don't feel any remorse at all, and the food tastes delicious. I wonder if the game accounts for the different combos. That's what I wonder. Okay. What's next? Oh, we got 2 familiars. Oh, there's a Spid. Witch Fortuna. My friend Jasmine is always talking about you, and she just told me you're allowed to receive visitors now. Congratulations! Sorry for contacting you so abruptly. I think your divinatory arts could help me regarding a thing with a personal project. I'm in a bit of a desperate situation. Invite. Come on, Luis, let's go. Oh, look at her. Listen, I'm here for the witches. They're so cute. Every single one of them. Adorable. Oh, I love her. Welcome. Welcome. What's your name? Fortuna. Your name is Fortuna. I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. Your name is Luis, right? No need to be so nervous. In front of Jasmine's welcome here. I'm sorry. It's just that I've heard so many things about you that like now I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity or something. Oh yeah? What have you heard? Oh, good things. Don't worry. Mostly from Jasmine. She loves you and missed you so much. You know that. I missed her a lot too. Why don't you take a deep breath and tell me a bit about yourself? Okay, sorry. My name is Luis, and sorry, I'm drawing a blank. It's okay. How about I ask you some questions? Would that be all right? Okay, that's good. Thank you. I actually prefer this line of questioning. When people want you to talk about yourself, man, it is so uncomfortable. You're just like, I don't know. Let's see. What's your specialty? That seems to be important. Oh, right. I'm a pith weaver. Oh, that sounds cool. What does it mean? I can harvest mortals' intellecti. It's a magic substance that defines one's behavior and desires. A single mortal barely produces enough thread, but if you find a community with a rich collective subconscious, you can weave whole cloths and capes. Wow, that's hard to picture, but it sounds fun. And these cloths you craft have magical properties, I imagine. That's right. It depends on the kind of community you pull the thread from. As a quick example, like the yarn extractor from like a band of artists could make a lovely scarf, but that stimulates the wearer's creativity. I love it already. I'll weave something sometime for you. Oh, I appreciate that. What kind of intellecti would you fancy most? Or moms and their children, soldiers and warriors? Moms and kids. Oh, how sweet. That's a really powerful energy, let me tell you. If I get the chance, I'll bring you a nice cloth as a thank you present for having me. Oh, thank you so much. Do you want to know anything else? You make it sound like this is an interrogation. No, sorry. I'm having a good time. But it's easier for me if you ask me things. Sure. Let's see. What do you like to do in your spare time? Oh, love reading? Playing my multi-neck bass and Spangled Mortals? Oh wow, that's weird. Reading? Is it not hip to read anymore? Hip? I was kidding. That odd part's Spangled Mortals. And I'm a bit curious about the multi-neck brass too, to be honest. I play a custom bass guitar with 3 necks since I have multiple arms and all that. But I don't play in front of people. I only use it to meditate. It's really soothing to like weave several deep melodies together. I like the idea. I wish I could hear it someday. What about Spangled Mortals? I just love making myself invisible and just watching them go about their lives. Comparing lifestyles from many different cultures and planets. After many years of observation, I gained the ability to perceive their intellect. And that's how I found my calling and developed my pith weaving. That's so interesting. I didn't care much about mortals, even back when I was one of them. I guess there's a great deal to learn from mortality too, isn't there? Yes, I love mortals. I can tell. I hope it isn't too weird. It's perfectly fine, don't worry. Is there anything else and you want to know? Let's see. Why did you come to see me? Oh, yeah, I better get to business. I'm here precisely because of my pith weaving skills. As I explained, the intellect from mortals varies depending on the community they're in and the lives they live. The universe provides enough different contexts to find whichever kind of energy fits your purposes. But of course, there's always the shortcut of manipulating mortals to produce the substance you need. For example, you could add lust serum to the water supply of the community to harvest massive amounts of sexual energy from their orgies. It's quite an example. Not that I've tried this more than once. I usually prefer all natural chaos spread and Teleki. The thing is, Adana saw a lot of potential in one of my projects. It started back when Earthlings began their conquest of space, and the colonies on Mars were proliferating at a supernatural speed. Conflict spread through every bordering nation on Earth and on any planet mankind set foot on. And I felt an imperative need to witness that massive event. It all oozed in otherworldly energy. So I spent decades spinning thread from it. And as it happens, that substance can create an extremely effective weapon for capturing behemoths. What? Really? How so? Earth's Enteleki was highly contaminated. It was as if the whole planet's fate had somehow been sealed. And behemoths happen to be extremely susceptible to reality-altering arts. I use that substance to weave gladiator-like webs that can suck any entangled behemoth dry of their magic. I think we sealed it without realizing it. That's what happened. You can also craft decent pieces of armor against behemoth spells. Why is Adana so interested in developing such armaments? The cosmic echoes warned her that behemoths will threaten the coven, so she wants to prepare accordingly. The problem is that even with such a tremendous phenomenon, I only managed to pull enough thread to craft one set of web and armor. And Adana is set on developing a massive weapon to erase behemoths from this plane of existence entirely. This seems like a messing with shit you shouldn't be messing with. Like, it's one thing to summon them and get power, but if these things existed beyond your universe, it's probably not something to try and destroy, right? Because it's like, or even if it's just sending them back, there's a reason maybe you don't get it. And like, especially if we're talking about in a situation like this where there's magic and there's balance and stuff like that, right? Then you could fuck shit up. Like, Adana sounds like a problem, not just for people and witches or whatever, but she just sounds like she's got big goals. And unfortunately, those, I'm trying to think of a phrase that people are very common with, like you ever try to go, like, you're hungry, right? And you want to go get something to eat. And I think the phrase is your eyes are bigger than your stomach, right? And that you order or you get a lot of food because you're hungry, but then you come to the realization as you're consuming or whatever that you can't possibly eat it all. Like, it's just not something you get in there. And I'm kind of thinking that in a way, like she's biting off more than you can chew, right? And it's gonna have deep ramification. And I bet you that's where the war is gonna come from. I don't believe I have what it takes to see this through. What do you need to make this happen exactly? Adana discovered that if you promote war and stir conflict in this new society, the reality-altering arts that engulf the planet try to fight back, as if everyone was programmed to preserve the status quo. In this process, humanity's intellect once again shows the characteristics it had when the massive change happened, and I can harvest it. So what are you... Adana tasked me with provoking World War III. Adana's a problem. Do you want me to help you cause it? Can you? Maybe. We can use my deck to look for a way to make it possible. Ugh. What's the matter? Don't you think that's driving a civilization to a... I don't know. Isn't causing total war evil? You're right. I mean, I was just telling you I could do it. I'm not saying you should. I've spent too much time confined, and I've lost touch with reality. I came to you in hopes of avoiding hurting anyone. That's what you should be saying then. I love mortals. It's hard enough for me to stay away and refrain from saving every single one of them. How am I supposed to lure them into conflict? Okay, I get you. Let's look at your options through my deck, okay? Yes, please. That's a good one. What are my options? I need you to tell me exactly what you want to ask the deck. First, the most important thing. What should I do with Earth? Okay. That's if I should do anything at all with it. Understood. Then, this is a bit embarrassing, but I happen to be in love with a mortal. It's totally cool. The thing is, he doesn't know I'm a witch. I present myself to him in the form of a regular woman. He's a smuggler in one of Earth's remaining colonies. He doesn't have an easy life. He breaks my heart, and I wish I could save him, but I'm afraid to show him my true nature. I'm sure he's noticed there's something special about me, but still. So that's another question. What should I do about my mortal lover? My advice is not to get attached to mortals. They wither too fast. But, sure, let's check what the cards have to say about him. Yes, please. I'd also like to know how to handle Adana. Oh, we're going to do a 3 spread. Handle her. I'm sure she's going to be really upset when she finds I want to quit. I don't want to be expelled or exiled. Is there any way to escape her wrath? I wish I knew. That's going to be a hard one, but this is a new deck. Maybe we'll find a solution. I'm shuffling the cards now. Keep your questions and your thoughts. Okay. Leadership, purpose, justice, planet Earth. Take a large group of mortals to a magic domain and farm their energy there. Oh no. Oh, I don't want any of these. Can I not? Can I take this? No! Once you commit, you commit. Oh, fuck. Okay. I know we should choose based on what we get out of this, but... Take a large group of mortals to a magic domain and farm their energy there. Okay. What? We're not talking about sheep here. Cards are providing the most effective solution. It's your call. But as I see it, you could save some of those people from their misery and take them to a beautiful place like the Pleasant Prairie. The cosmic unbalance will produce reality-altering intellect, and they'll get to live in a paradise. Sounds like a win-win when you put it like that. Think about it. So basically, the cards provided with a solution thinking about, like, if you're just looking for reality-altering, then why not do it in a positive way? Okay. Okay. A magic harvest is meant to be shared. Harvest build communities. Love interest. Leave him be and cut all ties or be more painful for the both of you in the future. Move to Earth, set up your home there, and invite the world to live with you. Then slowly open up to him. You could do that. It sounds like a nice way to reduce the shock. And the idea of 2 of us living together sounds quite nice, to be honest. This is a beautiful solution. Thank you so much for tuna. Yeah, don't thank me too much. Yeah, don't thank me too much, though. Mortals are not eternal. Okay. I'll make it quick. 2 years max. Sounds like a plan. I mean, honestly, you don't have to open up entirely, right? If you can look normal, as long as you're not, like... You don't need to do magic in front of him. Why not? He doesn't need to know you're a witch. Can't wait to set up shop on Earth. Okay, last one. Let's get it. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we know where this is going. Idana won't ever be satisfied. You need to flee and find protection of their coven. Don't worry, something will happen very soon that'll stop Idana from being your problem. Feed Idana some lies, and in time, she'll give up and focus elsewhere. Find protection. Because even if she takes, I think though, even if she takes a small group of mortals to another dimension to farm them, I think even Adana will be like, that's not enough. You could cause a war and get more faster, right? Because Adana comes across as very power hungry, very ambitious, high ego, probably even close to narcissistic. Like, she does not come across as someone who is reasonable. And so even if you presented a solution that was kinder and could still produce what you wanted, maybe just at a slower pace, then I think she'd still be like, no, that's not good enough. So that's it, huh? Not even a seer can find a future for me in this coven. You don't need to be in this coven if it sounds like a piece of shit. Maybe you can come back if Adana ever release power. That could take eons. It's all right. I'd rather change covens than hurt any more mortals. See, I like this. Sorry, couldn't be of more help. No. Thank you, Fortuna. You helped make up my mind. I was utterly lost. But knowing this, I can take the reins of my life again. That's good. Whew, that was an intense session. I've had my fortune read before, but it's never felt like this. Yeah. You sure are something else, Fortuna. Apparently I am. I'm just happy to help. I'll let you know how everything plays out. That's if you're okay with me visiting again, of course. You're always welcome in my house, Louise. And any friend of Jasmine's is a friend of mine. Likewise. Well, I'm a bit drained after so much divination. See you soon. Yeah, they just like get out. They're just like, bye. I'm like, I feel you, man. All right, so let's do this one. From Graith, yeah. My name is Graith. I'm a witch architect. I believe our common friend Dahlia told you about my situation. I need the maximum discretion regarding this matter, so I'd rather talk about the rest in person if you're willing. Yeah, come on. I bet she's cool as fuck looking. Wow. Oh, is it Graith? Graithe? I don't know. We're going to go with Graith. Hi, Fortuna. Thanks for having me. Dahlia filled me in briefly on your situation. Not that it isn't obvious just by looking at me, huh? Yeah, it looks bad. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look as bad as I was expecting. I was actually expecting it to look more like a big monster or something. This isn't that bad at all, but that's just visually, right? Let me say it aloud anyway for the sake of therapy. I've got a behemoth fused with me. How does it feel? Oh, I never thought I'd get that question. The few who know assume it's just fucked up, I guess. But if we're talking feelings here, it doesn't feel bad at all, actually. I mean, aesthetically, it's terrible. But it doesn't hurt, and I can sort of communicate with the behemoth at an abstract level. If anything, I feel more powerful. Wow. Glad to hear you're not suffering in any case. But it isn't worth it. Firstly, because somebody behemoth could, well, get me executed. But more importantly, I want my cute cheekbone back. Looks like an important loss, yeah. So do you think you can help me? If there's a way to cure you, my duck will find it. But I do need to know more about you first. Mind if I ask some questions? Of course. Ask away. Why summon a behemoth? This is an easy topic for me to discuss. Not because of the behemoth, that's part is pretty straightforward. I wanted to build a temple out of the skull of a titan of the quarry. The harder the material, the more powerful the altar. And those skulls, they resist carving in a supernatural way. I tried every method I know, and when I ran out of options, I resorted to forbidden magic. Why are you so desperate to build that shrine? That was my curiosity. That's the sensitive issue. I'm looking for meaning. Meaning? I know it's an unanswerable question, or a question that hasn't been answered yet, if I want to put it this optimistically. The meaning of life. I feel silly just saying it out loud. Everyone thinks about it now and then. Yeah, but I'm like obsessed with it. I can't ignore the question. You're a fortune teller. You should be aware that there is something more out there. The book where everything is written. Is there someone writing us? Is this just a simulation? Does the universe actually exist, or is it nothing but a figment of my imagination? Do you stop existing when I'm not looking at you? Are we all protagonists? Do we have a purpose? Okay, I get you. Yeah, it's definitely a question I think a lot of people wrestle with. I find the best thing is not to give a shit, because it doesn't fucking matter in the end. Like, right? And technically, you are the protagonist in your book, right? You're not the protagonist in other books. And even if it were a simulation, probably not. Because, I don't know. In that case, there probably isn't a protagonist. I would say it's probably more like SimCity, right? Where, like, you're simulating building a city. And so we're all just... You know, we're just little peoples that it's trying to make happy, you know, only because, you know, it's a pain when you're, you know, you put a house down and it's the wrong space and it just messes everything up. Like, it's that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's an interesting question to pose. I don't think there's an answer to it. Am I missing out on some cosmic truth? Was there something before this universe? Apparently, according to our dude, there was. Why isn't everybody else obsessed with these same questions? Graith. Sorry, I keep spiraling out of control. I can't stand being by myself because I keep returning to these ideas again and again. I built countless thought shrines looking for answers. And as I dig deeper, I only find more and more questions. And I haven't slept in the last century. Jesus. That's why I summoned the behemoth. Carpe diem is not an option for me. I'm stuck in cogito ergo sum. I'm a witch, for fuck's sake. If not us, who's supposed to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos? Why did I ascend? Why couldn't I stay an oblivious Boston architect? You know, the cards aren't only made for predicting things. They're also an excellent tool for meditation. I'd be happy to help you on your quest. Really? Of course. If the two of us manage to get out of our predicaments, I'll certainly join you on one of your Skull Temple meditations. Who knows what we might find channeling the power of your shrines through my deck. That makes my heart race. Yes, please, let's dissect the cosmos together. What's your predicament, though? I'm exiled. Forced to remain on this asteroid. Let's leave it at that for now. Oh, okay. I promise I'll help you be free in any way I can. Partners? Partners. How exciting. Also, the fact that she summoned a behemoth, she's definitely safe for that, because we did. Everyone always dismisses my project as futile. Thank you so much, Fortuna. It might be futile, but I mean, if that's your thing, man, go for it. Like, what if you do get it? You know, it's like, everyone's got a passion. And sometimes things seem futile to you, but they're not yours. So why the fuck do you care? What are your thoughts on Adana? What do you like to do in your free time? Wait. What do you say we make this a conversation instead of an interrogation? It's not an interrogation, it's an interview. And besides, I'm not that interesting. Come on, Fortuna, all witches are interesting. And you're the only fortune teller in our coven. Dahlia speaks highly of you, too. I'm dying to know more. I bet you Adana doesn't let any more fortune tellers come in. To be honest, I feel awestruck just by the way you look at me. I can tell you aren't cut from the same cloth as the rest of us. You are special. I've never said this to anyone. I feel ridiculous, but I just need to express it. There's the adoration coming out. Thanks. I'm being adored. And so everyone's coming to me for advice. This is a fucking problem. Oh my God. I didn't think this is how this was going to go, but all right. So we've got to be real careful, I think. Because people are really going to this is going to be an issue. Okay. What do you want to know anyway? What is it that drives you? Freedom. But that's circumstantial. I mean, ultimately, what makes your life worth living? What is it that drives you? So I'm going to try and answer some of these questions. I mean, it's a little vulnerable for me as a person, I guess. And maybe the game gets more in depth. Maybe it's just a couple questions here and there. But I'm going to try to answer some of these questions, or at least all the questions they ask, how I would answer them. So that So what is it that drives you? Curiosity. That's what drives me. Curiosity. I'd say that's my, oh my God, that's a French word. Réservoir. I don't know. Interesting. I feel like you're using me for your cosmic studies. Well, I can't miss the chance to pick apart such a wonderful thing. That's all right, bring them. Thank you so much for indulging me. Truly enjoying this, though. Glad you're having a good time. My turn now? Sure. Ask away. What do you like to do in your free time? I spend most of my time on my project, but on the rare occasion when I'm burned out, I like to read. Everyone likes to read, and I love this. I read essays and arcane texts, mostly philosophy, so I guess I don't ever really rest. I actually really enjoy reading. I grew up doing it a lot, and the problem is I went to college and I went for my bachelor's and my master's and stuff, and I had to read a fucking lot, especially because I went to science. So you do a lot of just, especially when you start to do projects and when you do your thesis, it's just reading upon reading upon reading. And because of other issues in my life, it is like I'm burnt out so bad. And I love to read, but you know what? You get to a point where you just can't anymore. You're just like, I can't do this. I'm so tired. Okay, yeah. So, well, I do enjoy taking extremely long baths. Even then, I hate baths. Ugh. Even then, I can't stop thinking. I'm cursed by my never-ending quest for illumination. Baths, like, as a child, because kids have weird ideas, I was pretty sure that murky water in the bath had sharks. And I love sharks. Don't get me wrong. but I don't want them in my bathtubs. And that fear has stuck with me. And even though it's like you can lay there and be like, obviously I know I'm adult, there's nothing there, but it's that discomfort, you know. I don't know. I can't do it. Showers all the way. Have you met Jasmine? I haven't, although Dahlia speaks about her often. Why? She may have something to help you to get your mind off things. Jasmine's specialty is tea craft. She's helped me through many difficult times. Oh, cool. Which drugs? More or less. Yeah. But without the drawbacks of the substances produced by mortals. I'll try anything. Hook me up. I'll let her know. So, Fortuna, tell me, what are your thoughts on relationships? You asking me if I'm single? No, silly. But are you? Yes. Cool. But what I mean is, what are your thoughts on romantic relationships? Like, some people can't live without them. Some others don't want them at all. I'm curious where you stand on that. What are your thoughts on relationships? Well, life can't be complete without one. Desirable and enjoyable. Cool, but overrated. I don't get them and I don't want them. Oh, this is so complicated. Because she's talking about romantic relationships. And, ooh, this is complicated. Like, because I've been in a long term before. Like, and I don't know. I'm gonna, maybe you just have to get the right person or whatever, but they're not bad. I see the appeal. And sometimes it is really nice to be with someone that, feels that deep attachment for you and things like that. I don't think they're necessary, so I can't say that life can't be complete without one, because I don't. Platonic relationships are perfectly fine on their own. I don't know if they're necessarily desirable. They can be, but I feel like that's trying to say, like, I want one and I like one, but, like, they're not. You know what I'm saying? I would say they're cool but overrated, because people put a lot of stock in relationships, and I think that a lot of times, I think there's probably more people out there who would thrive outside of a relationship that would suffocate within one, and I think there's more people than we realize who are like that. And I think a lot of people who would thrive outside of romantic relationships instead of just having platonic are in romantic relationships and don't realize it, because we've put so much stress on forcing people, or not forcing people, but really like emphasizing that people, grow up and get married and have kids. And I think we pushed it too much. And so a lot of people are out there in relationships who honestly would just be so much better off if they were on their own, or if that relationship was purely platonic. I don't know. I'd say cool but overrated. Yeah, I agree. Actively looking for one can be pretty futile and frustrating. Better to leave that in the hands of the cosmic wheel. Yeah, it's like if it comes to you, it comes to you. But like, whatever, Yep. Okay, your turn again. Ask away. Tell me more about, which I'm going to try not to ask questions about Adana. Like, I really want to know what everyone thinks about her. But I'm going to ask about which architect. It's a made-up title, to be honest. I've never encountered another witch who defined herself as an architect, at least. A pioneer, then. I just like to build things. I was also an architect when I was a mortal. But being able to design and execute projects by yourself is way better than overseeing years of development. It seems like people became witches and they were already doing the thing that made them like as a mortal when they became a witch. I don't know. It's very interesting. And all the bureaucracy. Ugh. I'm sure that I ascended out of pure stress. Plus, using magic to avoid having to deal with the laws of physics sure is a perk. Sounds like a pain building things on Earth. You bet. I was one of those people who prefer playing Minecraft in creative mode. Don't get me started. I don't play Minecraft, but when I did, I was like, can I just have all this stuff? I don't want the restrictions. I just want to build temples and fly in the sky and stuff like that. Minecraft? That may have come after your time. You come from Earth too, right? When did you ascend? Jesus, Fortuna, 1968. Whoa, I was born the year 2000. I am between you both and ascended in 2032. Were you a hippie? Not really, but I met a lot of them. I mean, she was born in 1968. The hippie era was what, 60s, early 70s? Oh. I owned a food truck and visited a lot of events. Had a side business reading tarot, too. It sounds really cool. Glad to know you're not one of those medieval witches. I can't stand them. Yeah, they're so uptight. Do you value personal over collective well-being? Whoa, what a thing to spurt out the blue. What's more important, yourself or the community, yourself or the universe? And I won't accept any compromise on this one. Ultimately, should you have to choose, what should the priority be, the individual or the group? Everyone. Everyone. Even if that makes you miserable? Okay, now we're getting into the weeds. Collective well-being should come before any one person. I can't truly be happy if my actions hurt other people. That's, yeah. It takes a special kind of selfishness to be happy at the expense of others, right? I don't know. There isn't much of a dilemma if you put it that way. I could go into like a huge, long thing about... So here's the thing. There is no true altruism, right? True altruism in the sense that you do something without anything coming back for you is, or without the intention or desire for anything to come back to you, whether you realize it or not, is not a thing. Like there's always some subconscious expectation, right? Because the reason why we do things for the people is we get things in return, and those things are helpful, right? Like, you know, assistance with things. And like when we talk about like legacy and expression and like and what our genes want us to do, right, which is propagate and continue on the lineage, there is some argument to be made that for some individuals, intellectual lineage is a thing. So like your ideas moving on or something like that. So I don't know. I think in that case, if you're doing something to help everyone, there's a good chance something about you will continue on. So in a way, you're cementing yourself. But I don't know. Anyway, I see this as a general rule. On a case-by-case basis, though, there are times when you have to look out for yourself and your loved ones. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Nothing's ever that easy. Just wanted to probe your thoughts on the matter. It's like a Star Trek, right? The good of the many outweigh the good of the few. It's like that, I think, is what we chose on this one, which is kind of what I go with. But sometimes there are when you have to give things up. But like if you're talking about like a large group of people, you know, satisfied? Yes, thank you. Go turn. Ask away. Okay, now I'm gonna ask. What are your thoughts on Adana? What are your thoughts? Ooh, time to talk about the boss. I guess neither of us has a lot of sympathy for her, right? I'm not super happy with having been sentenced to 1,000 years of isolation. No. And you? I summoned a behemoth. I think that speaks for itself when it comes to my respect for authority. I didn't mind her before, though. She always let me focus on my project. But now that I know she'll have me executed if she discovers what I did, I have to get rid of either this behemoth or Adana. Oh, heavy words. What? I'm not keen on being erased, at least not before I finish my quest for knowledge. I understand. And you're not the only one who's fed up with our leader's policies. Donna's full of herself. She thinks she can handle this many discontented witches. Look, I understand we need some rules to ensure the stability of the coven, but I can't possibly agree with these arbitrary punishments. Under no circumstances should a witch ever be sentenced to death or exile. If someone made some bad decisions, they need guidance and forgiveness. We're supposed to be a family, not the army. Yeah, couldn't agree more. We need to construct instead of prosecute. Exactly. I agree. Because here's the other thing too, is my question would be, what drives the person to the behemoth, right? If it's so bad, and if it's, you know, because you can work on that, right? If someone is doing something that's forbidden, and the other thing too is you forbid something. And if there's anything we've learned about organisms, is that the moment you forbid something, it becomes what's the word? Enticing. Because there's a reason you forbid it, right? So what are you hiding? And so it's more about guidance of, we don't do this, right? You never forbid something. You just guide on how to not use it. But anyway, Fortuna, I feel like I'm ready to get my fortune ready. Yeah, it's about to be heavy. Let's go. Shall we? I imagine the main topic here is how to deal with the behemoth. Yes, please. Also, I'd like to ask about my personal quest while we're at it. I doubt a single card will allow me to finally untangle the meaning of life in the cosmos, but maybe not. But I'm sure it'll help to point you in the right direction. Yes, the quest for knowledge is about asking questions from as many angles as possible. And your deck is one I haven't tried yet. Keep these questions in mind while I shuffle the deck. Please give me the knowledge one. Please give me the knowledge one. No! Behemoth. I'm hoping I get the one. Learn as much as you can now because you will miss the behemoth once you're free from them. Do not fight them. Embrace the behemoth. The way to stop being split is to become one. Ooh. Running inwards instead of trying to escape my fate, huh? It is a smart way of keeping it hidden. Instead of cutting them loose, allowing the behemoth all the way in. It's a scary idea, though. What if I stop being me? I don't know. Well, what is me anyway? I was about to say that. Well, what are you? Existence is a river, and we are never the same self at any given point in time. Of course. Whatever gets me closer to my objective. If your goal is this fucking quest, to figure this answer out, and the behemoth can get you there, do it. Glad you're taking this optimistically. We can't control fate, right? If life gives you behemoths... What's the rest of that? I want to know that phrase. I want to start using that. If life gives you behemoths, what are we doing with them? Embrace them? What? No! That is not the card I wanted. Oh, what? I wanted the knowledge one. It was going to be great. God damn. Okay. You need to break even more rules to find the secrets of the cosmos. Disregard all authority. Seek the forbidden. You've done enough introspection. Now you need experience. The meaning of life is hidden beneath greatest love and greatest loss. This secret knowledge will eat your mind away. The day you learn the meaning of life, you will lose touch with reality. Yeah. This one will get us fire and... Fuck it, let's go. Seek the forbidden. Ah, you actually want me executed, don't you? No! No, this is the deck's advice. I saw. Look at this. Look at her smirk. Look at that smirk. She's like, oh, yeah, I swear. I'm just messing with you. Seriously, though. I just summoned a behemoth. Is there anything more nefarious than that? Should I go and carve Adana's heart out of her body and eat it or something? I mean, I wouldn't rule it out. I was thinking, I was like, well, I mean, I guess you could do that. I'm joking. Oh, your deck has a point, though. The cosmos don't follow protocol or bureaucracy. If I have to quit the coven to be truly free of rules, I'll do it. Just me and the void. My mind frame as the only boundary to break. Thank you. Do you want to look at anything else? No, thank you. You've given me some ideas about how to get rid of this behemoth. I'll do some research on my side, too. Cool. Let's meet again soon to teach this bastard a lesson. Looking forward to it. By bastard, you mean the quest, right? See you soon. I like my behemoth. Can we merge? Are we gonna merge? Evermore, can we merge? Looks like behemoths are in. Oh, yeah, they're like all the rage amongst rebel witches with poor judgment. I think I can help if you're interested. I'm all ears. We, the behemoth, know each other's names. If you knew the name of the behemoth possessing Greth, any ritual you might perform to free her would be more likely to succeed. That's perfect. Tell me their name. Ah, I know we're partners in crime, but I'm not about to give up one of my siblings. Not for free, at least. Am I not paying enough to you already? The deck stuff is one thing. This is another matter. Alright, what do you want? Don't fret. I just want a bit of that delicious power you're harvesting. 5 units of fire to betray a fellow behemoth, plus 2 of air to release their name to you, witches. You don't need to answer right now. Save up. Decide if you're interested or not. when the time comes to try and free Greth, you just let that energy flow to me and I'll whisper the behemoth's name to your ear. I see. It's not too high of a cost, right? It's actually pretty cheap. Just a bit of magic for your dear mentor. It's not the amount, but the thought of what you're planning to do with it. Still afraid of me after all this time. Just cautious. I'm sure you're a forbidden entity for a reason. Suit yourself. But I'll say it again. I am on your side. Trust needs time. I understand. Well, you let me know if you want to take me up on my offer when the time comes. Have fun. Yeah, I don't want to say it because sometimes, people forbid things because they're, whatever. Okay, so I think we've been going longer than I actually wanted to. I just couldn't find the right time to pause. So I think we're going to pause now with this particular situation. It looks like there is mail for me. I think we're going to go ahead and pause. I am in love with this fucking game. And I am very stoked to see how this rolls out for us. I want to know what happens with Adana. I want to know how our actions matter, if they matter, if it's all just going to happen the way it is, regardless. Because if things do matter, then it means I can play this game again and again because there's so many options I can do, right? And so I'm just really curious. And I do want to make some more cards, which I might start doing on my own when we do things. Oh, you don't have to watch me do that because I am that person. But yeah, I think in the meantime, let me know what you think. Give me a like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is on YouTube. Also, feel free to let me know, if there's any other answers you would have chosen differently or your thoughts about what we've run into, or if your opinion has changed about our behemoth and that kind of stuff. I'm kind of curious. But until then, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.